Welcome back, Mr. J family. It is me, Mr. J, with the Mr. J Show. And this is a follow-up to, I got like 20 subs last night. So welcome all the new subs to the Mr. J family. This is a follow-up to the Lindsey Stirling Snow Waltz. So this is, Lindsey Stirling Snow Waltz behind the scenes by ASUS, which I'm gonna guess is the same ASUS that makes like basically all my computers, well, and all my monitors, and I'm a fan. But I'm really interested at what the behind the scenes of this wacky video is, because and if you haven't watched the video, go watch that first and then come back to this. But it was just a wacky video. It was an amazing video, but wacky. But yeah, I want to see what the creative process is behind. I want to watch this because I want to know how her creative brain works. Do you know what I mean? Because everything I watch is just like, every time I watch her, what do I say? Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. You know? So, anyways, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Because without you, I wouldn't have a show. Link in the description for my Patreon. Check out the link, please. Because the YouTube overlords hate me for some reason. But anyways, let's get it. Let's see how her creative process works out. Yeah, it is the same ASUS. Okay.
What's up? I'm Lindsey Stirling, and I am so excited to take you behind the scenes of my newest music video, Snow Waltz. This was a big undertaking because I not only concepted it, I storyboarded it, I designed and made the costumes, I directed it, and I edited it. And it was a huge process, so I had to be much more organized than I am in behind the scenes of my newest music video, Snow Waltz. This was a big undertaking because I not only concepted it,
she concepted it. You can see her on the screen here actually making a 3D a 3D rendering of what she wanted the video to look like, which is really cool. So
storyboarded it.
So she storyboarded it. Holy crap. She did all the, look at this, doing the costume design. What can't this woman do?
I designed and made the costumes, I directed it.
She directed it.
And I edited it.
And she edited it. I'm trying to see like what she's pinching. I'll have to look up what a ASUS ZenBook is, because it looks like up here, I was gonna point, sorry. It looks like up here is like the actual screen, but it looks like it has like a touch screen below. Or maybe this is, I don't know. I do not know. But she did everything.
And it was a huge process, so I had to be much more organized than I am in my normal day-to-day life. And I want to take you through the process with me and how I used technology in my ASUS computer to make this a seamless process.
1, 2, 3, try. Set, and action!
The idea idea for Snow Waltz, I immediately knew I had to like rein it in because it was like a big idea and it started to explode all over the place. And for me, it was such a great exercise to start storyboarding it. Draw out all the beats. One, it helps me when I'm directing my own music videos because then it's like I've already edited it.
Drawing out the storyboards. She is so talented.
The video in my head, I know exactly what I want.
I'm just gonna like it for the chord. You know, I want it to be like.
So, I'm familiar with storyboarding because I'm a writer, and it's not easy. It's like she is like Superwoman or Wonder Woman or just wow.
Like medium. So if it's like kind of a lower shot looking up at me and you see the dancers in the foreground, that's what I would prefer for my close up. I want you to be able to see the girls because their interactions are really cute, quirky. I'm almost just like this background character.
Okay, so she has her thing. Sorry, you guys know I have a hard time finding words and I say thing. She has her violin attached to her, which is very, very smart with all her moving around. I always kind of wondered like how she did all that spinning around and didn't drop, you know, the thing. Sorry, the violin. But it looks like in this one it's attached to her.
I'll be making eye contact with the camera.
Also being able to go to the choreographer and not just be like, I'm not sure where the dancing is going to take place, but to say, no, this is exactly the moment we need.
Yeah, see, and that's what's wonderful about directing it herself, storyboarding it all out, you know, is because like she said, the choreographer can come in and like say, okay, this is how we're going to do it. And she's like, no, I have a vision for this. This is what I want to do.
I'm not sure where the dancing is going to take place, but to say, no, this is exactly the moments we need choreographed.
And imagine it at the part, so like, take a bite, you know, maybe, yeah, yeah. So those are your moves, and then I say you guys are more big, and it could be in that da-da-da.
I know the props we're going to be using. I know, you know, I really had the vision all set out so that when we showed up on set for a really tight filming day, like, everybody knew exactly where they needed to be. The dancers knew their spots. The set designers knew what angles we were shooting at because I'd done the work before to like kind of plan out all the video. And I think I've just learned over and over again that that prep work is so essential, and it's something that I invest a lot of time in. Over again, that prep work.
Yeah, so sorry, I was going to point to the screen. Yeah, so it seems like there's a screen here and a touch screen here. That's pretty cool.
It's so essential, and it's
you can see yeah, you can see it right here. So I was right. There's a screen here, and then a touch screen here. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check those out.
Something that I invest a lot of time into anytime I make a music video like this caliber. The process of creating the costumes for this music video was really fun and a challenge, and something I'm actually quite proud of because it all started with this idea of like, what does an ornate like?
Yeah, they were the that's why I was so surprised. Like the costume design was beautiful and brilliant and dark all at the same time, you know?
Regal skeleton look like? What would that be? Then looking for ways and tutorials of how you could possibly use, I don't know, hot glue to make something like this. And next I was sketching out ideas on the Screen Pad Plus, and then here my assistant and I were hot gluing these corsets together and making these beautiful rib cages. Before I knew it, they were standing in front of me on set.
I am obsessed. I feel like you're my creation.
I am. And then I'm editing them together on the computer. So it was really cool to see this whole process.
This is like some big brained stuff here. Like, how did they fit all of this into 6 minutes?
come to life. We got to talking about how there's this time in between Christmas and Halloween when you're not sure where to land, and that immediately kind of made me think, as we were writing this song, of this comical idea of what would it be like if these skeletons that live in the world of Halloween experienced like a Christmas universe.
Right.
You know,
because
especially
you guys will notice, like, if you've seen the video, that at the very beginning, like, how Halloween falls off the thing, the calendar, and it's November 1st, and they're about to get back in their coffins, but then, like, one of them sees a snowflake falling, and then they're like, what is this? And then they start experiencing, like, Christmas, these skeleton ladies. I still want to know where the dog poops.
the fact that skeletons come from a world where everything is meant to scare them. Like Halloween is all about bah! And so these skeletons keep thinking that all these whimsical, magical things are like about to terrify them. You know, they see a puppy, and instead of it being like, oh my gosh, a puppy, they think, what is it gonna do to me? And it was just really fun to play not only musically with like little hits and things that could be perfect for like a cause and a reaction, but then to figure out what were all those reactions gonna be. Whenever I get my dancers in a music video, choreography is super important to me. It becomes a mode of telling the story. And so I took my storyboards to my choreographer.
And that's what I keep saying is, like, since there's no, I mean, in Shatter Me and in the Evanescence, the Amy Lee one, there were lyrics, of course, but in these ones where it's just her, right? There's no lyrics. All you have is the context of the music and the video. And she is so good at storyboarding all this out that it's just, she's able to get her story across really well.
It becomes a mode of telling the story. And so I took my storyboards to my choreographer, Ashley Gonzalez, who's amazing. I wanted her to see the entire story from start to finish. So it was really great to have the laptop to be able to show her that while playing the music.
Oh, I know I am cold because I only threw on a t-shirt on this morning instead of grabbing a long sleeve button up. Like I usually have like multiple layers. I don't know.
While showing her the mood boards of the color palettes, because that allows the choreographer to get fully immersed into the art as she was about to create. And so, you know,
but she's got to admit that being able to like say, I want this to do this here, when like being able to like, you don't want a choreographer going in blind on your special project, you know? So it's good that she storyboarded it out and was able to say, this is how I want it to look. This is what's happening. And gave the choreographer kind of an idea of what vibe she was going with and what story she wanted to portray. And so this is some, like I said, some big brain stuff.
Wanted it to really play between this like magical waltz, but also I was like, we're skeletons, so occasionally if we do too big of movement, like our arm pops out of place and they're gonna have to put it back in. And so you'll see in the video, there's a lot of moments where the dancers are dancing and then they're literally like, you know, or like pulling their head back into place. So once we shot the music video, I immediately started editing it because I was so excited. And it was amazing that because I had storyboarded it all out, I had on the ScreenPad Plus the story.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about the storyboard being helpful during the editing process, but that does make a lot of sense. Usually the storyboard is what you're doing when you're brainstorming the idea, right? At the beginning of the process. I never really thought of using a storyboard in the editing process. Like I said, holy crap, she is so smart.
I had storyboarded it all out. I had on the ScreenPad Plus the storyboard playing, and then up at top I had my editing window, and I was basically just matching the shots to the storyboard that I'd already created. I'd already edited the video in my mind and on the screen, and it made it so convenient to literally just like copy paste. It was like I was just doing a puzzle almost that had already been made for me. And,
Oh, sorry.
It made this video probably the fastest video I've ever edited. I love the dual screen laptops from ASUS, and this one is their best one yet.
I'm glad she said ASUS, because I knew there were going to be people in the comments that are like, it's ASUS. No, it's ASUS. Nerds like me and her know this. But wow. I feel like I have to take a nap after watching all that. There's so much information thrown into 6 minutes. Just wow. Wow. Like her... I don't know. I've said what I needed to say. I mean, it's a 15-minute video. It's... I have so much more respect for her as an artist, her as a visionary, her as a musician, and as just, this is some big brain stuff. Like, so me as a musician, like, I understand what's happening, right? But to do all of that, it's just, it's just amazing. It's just, like I kept saying during the thing, this is all like big brain. What I mean is, like, it's very, very, she's so smart. Like, she's like the whole package. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's talented. You know, it's like her mind is always creatively going. I wish I had a mind like that. And the little clips of her, you know, sitting down in her bedroom, you know, at night after night, and like she said, super hot gluing, like the skeleton pieces she had made to the corsets, and it's just like the drive she has is just incredible. But anyways, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, because without you I would not have a show. Please check out the link in the description below to the Mr. J Show Patreon. And this has been Mr. J with the Mr. J Show. Have a great day. Okay, bye.